On the 21st of September 2001, just 10 days after 9/11, police divers would pull out a body from the River Thames near London's Tower Bridge. But there was something odd about this body. It was of a young African boy, and he had no head, no arms, no legs. He had been expertly dismembered, and all of his blood had been drained. This is the story of Adam, a child whose identity we still do not know. Now, investigators struggled to identify him because there were no missing children reports that matched him. There were no DNA matches, no family. He appeared almost to be a ghost, and forensic science would uncover something chilling. In his stomach, he had a mixture of the caliber bean as well as the plant known as datura, the combination of which would have left him paralyzed while he being fully aware of what was going on around him. For example, perhaps while he was being dismembered or his blood drained. We know with Muti, if you're familiar with my channel, we know with Muti unalivings that it has to be done while the victim is still alive. And for this reason, a South African pathologist was flown into London, and he determined that in fact Adam had been the victim of a ritualistic killing that had perhaps voodoo mixed with Muti elements. Now, inside of Adam's stomach was also burnt clay, bone powder, quartz, and gold. He had also been given cough syrup. I don't know if it was to make everything go down better. And Adam was found wearing a pair of orange girls' shorts. And these shorts are very symbolic in nature because a Muti expert would later explain to the investigators of the case that this means that perhaps a family member was involved in giving Adam up for the sacrifice, because orange is a color of resurrection, it is a color of apology, and perhaps the family member did feel some guilt. These orange shorts were also forensically tracked to Hamburg, Germany, and pollen and water samples, as well as mineral samples that were taken from Adam, indicate that he had only been in the UK for a few weeks, and perhaps he was trafficked from Nigeria through Germany into England. Multiple suspects were questioned, including a bunch of human traffickers who were operating in London. And at the end of the day, there has been no clues to Adam's identity all these years later. And he was quietly buried in an unmarked grave in 2006. Now, if you want the full story behind Adam, I have released an extensive episode on my YouTube, African X-Files, where I upload weekly very